Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 198. If you're a new friend of my channel, thank you so much for stopping by to check me out. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for spending time with me again this week. I told you last week that I was going to do a WIP parade, WIP being work in progress parade, and my WIPs are all around me. I believe I have about 40 of them. So on this video, that's all we're going to concentrate. I'm not going to talk. I knew that I was not going to have a good stitching week, so I'm not doing what I've stitched this week. I'm not doing any of the kind of regular stuff. My haul, that stuff will all wait. I have fun stuff to tell you about my vacation, but unless I sneak that in the end, I'll probably hold it and wait because I have had a fantastic vacation. Thank you for all the wishes for that, but I primarily want to focus on this for my WIPs. I will tell you, there is going to be a lot of unzipping and zipping. I have to put them back where they belong. And as prepped as I am is just pulling them out here. So this is Janet not organized at all. So let's dig in and see what I've got. So first off, I'm going to start off with my queen because I start all my videos with my queen. If you're new to the channel, I have all 4 Mirabilia queens that I've been stitching on during their season for the last few years. And this seems to be the year of finishing them. So if I know information about these WIPs, I will tell you them, but we'll see how well I do. So this is my summer queen Mirabilia. It is stitched on coloring cotton love letters 28 count. And this is, I do stitch on this every single day. So this is where my summer queen is. And this is about the only thing I really stitched on this week. So bringing it in, as you can see, I am down to the bottom of the dress. And I did a lot of fussy stitching in the white. Oh, you can see it really good. Sorry. You can see it really good on here to see what I kind of fussy stitched around so that I can be ready just for the fill-in in that light colored section. I am recording at a different time than usual. So if Opie is super bad, then I will do what I can to cut that out. I know I won't be able to do the first one you just heard. So what else do I have? I'm digging in. This is like what I do every week is I have a focus of the month, which I do not have in this bag yet. And then I also have Mill Hill Monday. So on Mondays, I stitch on a Mill Hill. My current one in action is my Zodiac Cancer sign, which is my daughter's. And this is where I'm at on it. So getting real close to being done. I may be done with the threads and just ready to go into the beading on that one. So that'll be fun to be close. I'm trying to keep these zippers as light as possible, but it is kind of what it is. My next one is my Tiny Modernist Wicked Wednesday stitch. I'm doing Halloween calendar and I'm so close to being done on that. So just to show you what I got here is I have them all on here like this. So all of them are in here. Some of them are black. What I plan on doing with these is finishing them in a little square and on a magnet and washer system to pull them on and off for the countdown to Halloween. That's how I am going to display mine. Where I'm at is block 30 and I haven't started it yet, but you can see that is super close to being done. So then my last one in my and then I got a zipper stuck. My last one in this little bag is my hands-on design. Oh, that one was stitched on 18 count chalkboard by Stitch Me. This one is hands-on designs, Liberty Chalk Full. I am only doing the pillows in these series, and it is on a piece of 28 count Monaco that I tea coffee dyed myself. So that is my theme stitch, I guess you could call it, for the week of what I work on. I know me, I'm gonna get flustered that I take this, but everybody knew I was coming with the WIP parade, so hopefully you enjoy this. So my next one is in this bag. I have things in several different locations. So I have 3 more right here in this bag, and then I'll move on to a different tote. I don't want to look down the whole time, but I don't know how to do this any better. So my next one is Bent Creek's Look for the Beauty, and I am changing these colors up to a Victorian mottos that I have in my stash. This is on a 32 count Autumn Milk by Grace Notes fabric. And I know I showed you this recently and it's not any further, so that is where it's at. That one is, the first ones that I'm showing you are like my active whips that I am working on during this month of July, and again, like my weekly ones that I do. So there is that. My next one is the one I'm doing for my grandbaby, and this is called See You Later. It is by Happiest on Etsy. And it is stitched on a 32 count opalescent Lugana, and that's where I'm at. I've not stitched on it anymore since the last time I showed you, and I was starting Bye Bye Butterfly. So that one, I enjoy stitching on that. I actually don't mind certain opalescents. So I've had a few that are like, make my threads ratty, but that one is not one of them. And last but not least, this is something that, not last in this batch. This is what I am stitching on Laura from Stitching by the Shore stitched. I don't know if she did all of them, but so there's 3 in the series, and I would show you the chart, but it is literally, it's just the graphs, so I don't want to show those up. But so the next one is a little house, and then the last one is a sandcastle, and they're just summary. I got those off of World in Stitches, the World in Stitches. They were free, so that's on a 28 count even weave that I'm stitching that piece on, or those pieces on, and then I'll put them in like bright fun displays, and those will be on display. Okay, that one is going down. If you have watched me for a while, you know this unorganized stuff is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, my next one is it is a whip, but it's not a whip. So I've sent off my Bluebirds of Happiness. I finished the big one, but I still have it kitted up with the leftover fabric in here, which was, I don't know if I have it in here anymore. I'm gonna have to find that card from when what I did it on. There's a lot of papers in here, and oh wait, I did it on Not Another Sampler by Stitch Me, 32 count. And the reason it's in here is because I was one of them that actually, went to the retreat that this was at. And within this thing, I can show you, there's other little, like she pulled in motifs out and did other little smalls. So I kept that fabric in there because I want to do those smalls. So this is a whip, but kind of not a whip yet, but it was in my area. So I just grabbed it to show you. My next one is a seasonal stitch. That is like an ongoing series, and I am talking to you about the Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Berries series. So I've done Clover and I've done Snowflake, and it is time for me to move on to Berry, and then I have one more for the 4 seasons and that's done, and that's stitched on a 40 count. I don't think I have a start to show you. I do not. That should be in a this is something that I'm supposed to get started on in July. That's what month it is. So this is what I'm going to get started. It is kitted up for 40 count Verdal and stitched on with Cranberry Belsois. So that one will get started this month. Yeah, that is a tight fit in this little bag for me. So these kind of that I'm showing you now are the focuses that I still have going for the month of July, and some of my Whip Go pulls and stuff like that. So my next one is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. This is beautiful. And this is one that I don't have like a goal to get done in a certain time. So yeah, I stitch on it when it comes up on Whip Go, and then eventually it'll get to a place where I'm excited, not excited, but like that I want, when I get to a point on some things where I want to see the finish, I see the finish. So this is stitched on a 32 count Lugana. It's a mystery fabric by Stitch Me, and border is what I got. Oh, whatever, for whatever time of day it is that I'm recording right now, seems to be working for lighting. So that makes me happy. I'm trying to minimize these zippers. You're probably telling me not to worry about it, but my next one that I am working on, sometimes I know by the bags what they are. Oh, this is the series. I do this every single month. So this is the series by Jeanette Douglas that she put out in 2022. Yeah, 2022. I collected all of them, and during the this year I'm doing one for the coordinating month. So I haven't started on July's yet, but they're super tiny like this, stitched on a 40 count. This is just like a ivory, and I'm trying to stitch them with the called for, but I'm not going out and buying something, and so I'll do it like as close to if I don't have the thread for a DMC. So yeah, all I have is down is 40 count. So I cut them all up into 6x6s so that it's ready to go. I saw a finish on Etsy. That is how I planned to finish them. And it was, they did them all and matted them and then put them all in a big frame spaced out with these like pearl headed beads around it. It was so pretty. Very eloquent. So that is definitely happening. My next stitch, which I haven't started yet, but this is a planned stitch and I'm doing the whole series, is the Stitches Through the Years, Summer is Coming Mini Quakers. So I've already done winter and spring, so it's time to get summer busted. I'm falling a little bit behind on my stitching right now. It is what it is just for this time of the year. So this vacation, I got a lot of fun little things, trips done, but I did not get a lot of stitching done, but I'm okay with that. So my husband and I are both off at the same time, which can be very unusual for us. My next stitch is I'm going to be doing all 4 of these Colors of the Seasons by Carolyn Manning. Only one I have currently started is the winter one. So I am stitching this on probably a 32 count. It's my jam usually. Nope, 28. I do 28, 32, I don't know. I do everything. 28, 32, 40, Ada, whatever. You'll see as you go through. But this is all I've got done. I have this piece cut out. This was super fun to stitch when I started it, but it is a call that it's something that I want to, I don't think this was WIP Go. This may just be one that I wanted to put some love on, and because I get categories from a friend, so that's probably what that's for. I apologize. I know this is going to be longer. I have my Hey Girl cup and some just plain old water in it. Sorry if that swallowing noise bothers you. My next one is the Gathering Butterfly series that I have from Hands On Design. This is a club that I'm part of, and I'm showing it to you upside down. So this is a seasonal club that I'm in, and this is the second set. I have started this one right here. I finished the top one, or the one in the middle, and I started this one. So I got a good little chunk of the middle of that one done. Yeah. So the quilt in the middle with the, I believe those are called Flying Geese. Beginner quilter here. So put that back in there. Whew. All right, so let me get a couple more out of the way and digging into here. So my next one, you have seen this recently. This is my And a Forest Grew by Rosewood Manor. It is in this book. And I want to tell you, there's like 90 some colors for this. It is crazy when you see. So I've had very many compliments in regards to And a Forest Grew, the coloring on these. I just want to show you that. These, I just lost my thing, are all the threads. See that bruise? Ozzy gave that to me. She pinches me with her little toes. It's so cute. You knew I wasn't going to be able to not mention Ozzy during this, right? All right, this is stitched on a 20 count ivory Ada. And yay. I don't have lots of stories. I don't know. This one right here is what it looks like. I'm so excited to jump into. I've got this broken down into months to get completed this year, and I have a completely different saying that I want to do in the middle of that. So I'm excited about that as I am seeing this come to life, and the colors, it's beautiful. Like I said, I get many compliments, other people saying, hey, I need to start that, and it's fun. For me, I had to break it down in order to make it seem attainable for me. So these next few are going to kind of be reaches, and then I'll be into my totes up here. So this next one has been with me for quite a few years. This is a quilt my mother got me. I collected all the magazines from Stony Creek the magazine. I am really not prepared. This one's a big unzip. Stony Creek Cross Stitch magazines. I collected these in 2006 and 7 to get all of the charts for this Afghan. I refer to it as, sorry, this is a big zipper, as the butterfly Afghan, and it is huge. So I'm just going to kind of show you as best as I can, because where I'm sitting I can't stand up, but this got called for WIP Go this month, so it will definitely be worked on. But see, there's like blocks within the quilt, and then now, so this one is like one that's like repeated like 4 times, and this what? No. And then this one's repeated 4 times, but then it goes into and has common ones like this that name the butterflies. They're beautiful. It looks so gorgeous. I can't wait to get this finished, but I love stitching on it. For a while, it brought me very much some sadness because my mother is gone, but I have embraced that, and this is, it lets me hang with my mom when I'm stitching it. So my next one I'm stitching on is the 4 Seasons, but I only have 3 of them from Black Needle Society's The Stars Hollow retreats that they do. So the latest one to release was Spring in Stars Hollow. So I have done fall, summer, and spring. And I'm going to take these little things off so I can show you the whole thing. Stitched on 18 count Aida, and this is where it's at. So I have to finish this, which still has like a bunch to do. I feel like it's got like, I don't know. I feel like 7,000 stitches, but I don't know. And then in winter, probably, I don't know. I don't remember if they said when it's going to be, but winters will go here, and then this will be a complete scene. I love how it's looking. You could have done it individually or as a solid scene, and I chose to do it as the solid scene. So that is coming along. I usually am so good about how these are, and then I'm making a hot mess, people. My next one that I'm stitching on is Junebug by Mirabilia. My friend Sarah, My Stitching Kingdom, is also stitching this, and I think she's, are you close on it, Sarah? I can't remember. I remember seeing it in your last video and being super excited, but this is where I'm at on there. She is, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. So it gets so fun doing this. I couldn't like stop stitching on this in like May or something. That beautiful color of fabric is called, it's 32 count Water Lily linen. So yeah, when did oh no, geez, oh Pete, it was back in February and March. I haven't touched this thing since March. Well, that makes me sad. Normal Flosstuber here, where I'm like, I gotta get back to that, so I will. If certain things have like, oh, I need to get it done by a certain time, I do it, or they get to a certain stage and I jump in. So this chart is, I have this chart, and I have had this for a long time. I know that it's an out of print chart, and I know people love seeing it. I feel bad sometimes showing my out of print charts, but I love her, and it goes with my patriotic, well, all right, stop babbling. Queen of Freedom by Mirabilia, stitched on Luna by Color and Cotton. And this is where she is. I love her. She is so elegant. And the same old, I need to get stitching on it more. I will. All right, my next one, I did stitch a little bit more on. I told you about the story of my blood bug last time, but this is the Castle Homecoming by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It is a stitch along that's a mystery one, so I don't know what all the pieces are, but I do know what, I still have like 700 and some stitches to get done before the new one drops. So this is stitched on the called for, or it was a kit that I ordered from them. So 32 count Belfast Valor by Picture This Plus. And I did have someone reach out and say that they had contacted Picture This Plus and it's color fast and I could try to get it out. So I didn't do that this week because vacation. I did a staycation, just so you know, and it was still crazy busy. But this is where I'm at. So basically, since I showed it to you last, I know for a fact, I worked on this little bit here and the dark line here. So I'm building the bridge, probably, or whatever you call it, to go to the castle. I don't know what it's called. My historian friends do. So that is being worked on. This next piece, Frogwarts, is this coming week. So I got it out to start getting ready. I have year 1 and 2 done. Year 3 is what I have here. Year 3, so Frogwarts is a Black Needle Society digital retreat. I have done all but the first year. So I did year 2, 3, and this will be year 4. I'm stitching those all individually. I do not have the 2 finished to show you here right now, but I'll probably start year 4 this coming week. But I know I'll get it started for the event, but then I'll jump back to year 3 and get that finished and do that kind of thing. So last but not least, on this batch is a new start from my friend Janelle sent me this. It is from the Forbidden Fiber Co., The Great Outdoors. It was a mystery, as you can see. And I ended up breaking the how it's supposed to be, and I opened all the colors because I just wanted to stitch the chart. I wanted to stitch it like, you're supposed to open 1 color a day and then find that symbol and stitch it. And my brain wasn't there during this vacation to do that, so I just didn't. But this is called Babbling Brook fabric. It is a 16 count Ada by Forbidden Fiber Co. And this will shock you. I worked on the border. My husband was watching some movie and this was a pattern of like exact count. So I was able to stitch on it and still pay attention to the movie. And so be with him and stitch and all the things. So movie night was great. Sorry, I got a little crinkle. This one needs to go there. All right. And that is the last thing from those totes. So now moving into the next tote. So these are just put away and I'll get to them when I get to them kind of thing. You did see me stitch on this just recently. This is Winter Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. And I recall this is on a 40 count mystery from Bestitch Me. Nope. This is a 40 count. Good job, Janet. Good thing I read these cards. This is a 40 count Egyptian Licorice Tea by Grace Notes Fabric. And what I remembered correctly was that all I did was the border. So border's done. It's gonna look super cute. The next one in this tote is my Paula Vaughn. I have the book for Quilts for All Season. It's kind of getting hard to get this out. It's in this vinyl bag that doesn't want to let it come out. So let me tell you, it's stitched on a 32 count collar and cotton from 2020. It doesn't tell me, it's like a no-name color, but this is the Paula Vaughn Quilts for All Season. I'm working on the July quilt, and that's all I have done. That's the back of like the house, I don't know what you call it. I said that the last time too. I still don't know what you call those boards on the house, but that's what it is. So there's that one. Whew, I gotta have another drink. Sorry. My next one I'm stitching on, my friend Candy from the 614 Stitcher has these Mental Health May, and I got this one finished, and there's 6 more in this series. I get these from a magazine that during the month that I'm stitching, or whenever I go to stitch on them, I check it out from the library, because I was not able to get the magazine when it came out, and I fell in love with that too much, so I did the library route. The next one that I have not stitched on this in a hot minute, is Rolodex Morning Sampler by Bentley Stitchy. I feel like I'm going to take that. I have that moon in it, and I think I'm going to take it out. But everything else so far, I love so much about this. I just do not dig that moon. So I'm probably going to take it out. Actually, I'm pretty certain. This is on 18 Count Boot Camp by Be Stitch Me, and border and started down the grass. That tree is going to be a beast. Again, I'm going to change. I'm not going to use the words that are used on that. I may put like my parents' dates or something like that. My next piece is Modern Folk Embroideries, The River. I got this in a Black Needle Society box, but it is available from Jacob now. I am modifying this one also, but it is stitched on a 32 count mint maca or matcha from Grace Notes fabric, and this will be shocking for you. It's a border. Here you go. It's the borders, but the borders are all done, and I'm ready to start doing the fun. So what I'm changing on that one is I'm not doing the alphabets at the top, and I'm doing everything but the alphabets on the top. I'm leaving the saying, and I'm putting in the name Hirschberger, which is my maiden name. And it says, you know, the river that runs through you runs through me. And I just like that a lot. My next little stitch is a little Stitch Girl stitch that I am excited. I know that I've got this slotted to focus on in the month of October. So this is her Halloween Hill, or Haunted Hill Road. And I am stitching this on a 32 count vintage Stormy Night Lugana. It doesn't want to come out right. Oh, the papers went in the wrong spot. That's why. Oh, wow. I'm so close. I'm so close on this one. I guarantee you I stitched this at Halloween last year and then put it away once Halloween was over. So I am so close. So this will be a Halloween, I know it's written down for October. I go at the beginning of the year and I take some projects. I look through my stuff at the end of the year and go, I appoint each of them. This is my first year doing it, where I appointed each one of them a month. So I have like a monthly focus that I do a thread a day, which because they're close to finish, and then I do my dailies, and I just like to hop around. Back in the day, I was a monogamous stitcher, and then I would notice I would stop stitching if it would be just, and then I would not stitch because I was tired of that project for that point. So yeah. Okay, this next one doesn't have an active whip in it. And what these are all my berries. So I was doing a berry a month, and then I paused on that to do the Hands-On Designs Gathering Club. So these are in here because they'll come back. And I belong to the Dying for Cross Stitch Berry Club. So 4 kits are in here. So I'll get back to those, but they're not started, so I'm not going to show you. My next one I started with my daughter when she lived in Cleveland. And now she's at a stage of life where stitching really is not something that she can do just yet, but it'll happen. If she wants it to, it'll happen. If not, then she'll find a different hobby. But 28 count Forbidden Fiber Co's Tumbleweed is, why am I showing you my thing? Is what I'm stitching on. I don't know why I'm holding that. This is what I'm supposed to have. Forbidden Fiber Co, the Mandalorian. And I know by reading somebody else's, I kind of like started in the wrong place, but it's fine. I love this. Colton loves this. So if I'm the one that gets it done first, which I will be, Colton will get this. But so all I have is the words, and yeah, but I will stitch on it as I stitch on it. And my lovely Colton will get it probably framed up and given to him when I do, until my daughter gets hers done, and then I'll get mine back, or whatever was whatever. So my next stitch that I have is, Scattered Seed Samplers Shelter from the Storm. This big old mushroom. Opie. So this is where I'm at on that. Not very far. I think, I don't know that I marked top. I didn't mark top. I feel like it's this. not much that you can see, but I promise you the shading on that is going to work lovely. Let me tell you what fabric it is so that you know. It is a 32 count. Oh, one of my favorite ones, Queen Anne's lace, Joblin. Love that fabric. So that is slated to work on, like, I want to say November. I do say. This one I have discussed with my daughter. I'm going to make changes to it, and I'm excited about these changes now. So I am. The name of this chart is Christmas Gingerbread Village. And this is from Little Fox Stitching. And instead of doing all of them, currently I'm going to pick one row, and I'm going to do a row. And I feel like it's the bottom row I said I was going to do. And change the red also. And then, like, this will stay around in case I want to do it. But the red was just too bright for me. I don't know. On here it doesn't look too bad, but it's just too bright for me. So this is being stitched on a 32 count Belfast opalescent raw linen, and I'm excited about that. The changes. So that, I believe, was meant to be focused on probably in December, or I'm not really sure. And the last one in this tote is the Scarlet House Seeking Refuge. I am stitching this one on, my little stinker is making noises. I hope he's not super annoying. 20 count sand Ada. And I did have this one out recently and did the green all the way across. So that big house is done and that section of the green is done. And I know when I go to the bottom, I think I'm going to do some kind of like specialty stitch or something to move that along, because I know I said that here last, but there's like 5,000 of those stitches, and I got so many other things that I want to do that I'm going to modify. All right, I am moving these around so that I can get to them easier. Sorry about the extra noise. And we're into my last tote. So we'll work from the back. Here we go. The back of this tote. Oh, this is my WIP that I was going to abandon, but now I'm going to modify. This chart is Maps of Hawk Run Hollow. I'm just not feeling it anymore. So what I'm going to do is be very creative. So this is where I'm at on it. I love that hawk, and that's what drew me to this chart. So what I'm going to do is fold this chart in half. I am going to basically from this area-ish over, I'm either going to see if I like what's there, or I'm going to pick motifs and make them fit there. But I do love this hawk. I love the statement that it makes. Oh, it's beautiful. That sun, I'm not going to let go to waste. I'll probably see what around it I can decorate and chop that off. But this right down here is just a little bit of water, and I can go without that. So I'm going to modify it and make a mine when I have the time, and I want to get that out of this WIP pile. So we'll see. And I'm okay with that. My next one that's in this bag is not really an active WIP. Well, let me rephrase that. This is all kitted up, and you see I've got the little squares. I've got my boards cut and stuff, but these are, I try to bring these out every once in a while. It's the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries. I have some of them done and some of them to do. So they'll come out in their season. Like this one should probably come out in August, and then it's like fall ones. So that's probably what I'll do in regards to that. They're super quick stitches and I love them. So there's that. My next one. Oh, my next one is my last queen. So you saw Summer Queen. This is my Autumn Queen, which Autumn Queen will come out on the first day of autumn. And she is so beautiful and so close to, but I put her away. This is my Autumn Queen. Ooh, she's so beautiful. I love those colors, and she'll come out to play and finish this year too. So it will be super fun to have all my queens. Two of them are just like hanging in my craft room on a shelf so that I can like look at them. Another drink, sorry. This is a lot of talking for Janet. Talking about myself in third person. All right, this piece is my ink circles. Dog's Declaration. My friend Candace K is stitching on this. I think she's focusing on it-ish, and I'm not. I'm stitching it on a 40 count Be Stitch Me mystery color. And just nothing else has been done since I saw you last, but this is where it is. Whew, I love those colors. I love them. I am stitching this piece because I walk my baby, my Gabby girl, when it's not miserably hot. I walk her and she loves her squirrels, so it just felt appropriate to do a piece for my dog. My next piece I'm stitching for my husband, it is out of the book, upside down book, from Blackbird Designs, We Live in Hope. And I'm actually stitching the one on the back. I don't think I've decided how I'm personalizing it yet, but I love the colors. Oh, all right. I know I'm showing this to you and I haven't told you the color of the fabric yet. I will tell you because those colors, they just grabbed me when I looked in. I was like, oh, that is beautiful and I need to get back to it. That is being stitched on a 32 count Belfast Summer Khaki, which was a gift from my daughter. So that was appropriate that it was a gift from my daughter when she lived in Cleveland. And I'm stitching it for my husband. We live in hope because we do. The good times and the bad times, the rough times of raising this blended family. We live in hope. My next piece, my friend Vicki, StitchNButton, was doing, her birthday is in November and she wanted people to stitch on a Bella Filipina, and I had Autumn Equinox Pixie. I have a very small start on it, so this is gonna be, it'll get out. It is stitched on a piece of 28 count Mystery Lugana from Be Stitch Me, and this is the bottom. That is literally all I have done. But I stitched it with my friend Vicki going, so I will get back to it at some point. These, as I get, again, no rush, and I probably, because this is an autumn one, that's probably where it calls to me, and that's probably why I didn't start it. But when my friend Vicki wanted people to work on that, I had to jump in and be with my friend. My next piece I am stitching for my daughter Lizzie, and it is a Leela Studios Serena. I just call it the Lizzie piece. It is on a 40 count. You guys have seen so much at the top of my head, you know how much gray I have. A 40 count Mystery Even Weave by Be Stitch Me. And look, it's so delicate and so beautiful. I had to make sure I'm showing you the right side. Yay, I love it. I have fun stitching that, but this is one of them. Those 40 count ones can be a challenge for when I can stitch on them with my eyes, but we get there. Two more, people, two more. And I don't think I have any hidden anywhere that I know of. Not that I can think of. So this one, I know who it is. It's Miss Christmas Eve by Mirabilia. It is being stitched on, where's my piece of paper? It is being stitched on a 32 count Joblin, dyed by me. And this is so wrinkly. And this is where she's at. Still a lot of dress to go. There's still a lot of dress and ribbons to go. But that is a beauty. I should fold her up. She must have got wrinkled when I put her in here different. I usually am very cautious about how I was about ready to stick myself. And last but not least, I'm stitching this one with my 614 friend, Candy. She stitched Dr. Miangelo, the quote by Salty Stitchers Designs. This has been, the chart is it works so well for me to read. I love it. So this one is stitched on a piece of 40 count Scroll by Be Stitch Me. And it is very lovely. Basically, I have some of the words done. So I center started and was doing some of the words. Looks very dainty and very beautiful on that 40 count. And that's it, folks. That is all the stitching that I have, all of my whips. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope I gave you information. If you have any questions, if I didn't answer, what a fabric was, or you have a question of like, where did I get it or whatnot, please jump in and ask those questions. Yeah, I've been thinking it was time to do a WIP parade. I know lots of people are doing WIP parades right now. I just felt that I knew that I wasn't gonna have a lot of stitching to show you. So what better time than vacation to pull it all out and get a WIP parade going for you. So I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you have a great week. I just feel like I'm forgetting something. Everybody's doing wonderful. Kids are doing wonderful. Baby's doing wonderful. I've had lots of activities. I have pictures on my phone so that I remember to jot down things that I did, because I did have some fun, spontaneous things during the vacation time that I took. So I will inundate you next time with updates on my personal life and what I stitched on. I will be coming back to you off of my very first ever little mini quilting retreat. I'm looking forward to that and those new adventures. So it is definitely busy for me time period as well. So I hope you are all having a great summer and kicking off your July with some excitement and having a great time. But I'm gonna get out of here so you can get on to your next. There's lots of WIP parades out there and lots of floss tubes. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.